Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Answers by Divine. This is going to be for your last quarter of 2018, which is for 3 months, October, November and December. A collective 3 months reading. It wouldn't be 1 month by 1 month. If you need a monthly breakdown, refer to the monthly videos. So this is going to be I will do different parts of it. The first part will be a yes or a no question. So if you have got a question, feel free to list it down. All right, but be very clear about your question that you have. Be very specific about timings or the person name. Okay, be very specific. So let's say you're asking about interviews, like the interview that I went yesterday morning with this bank, for example, if it's a bank. All right, so be very clear and specific. Then we will get an angel answer and a message card. So each of these can be for different question, your second question and your third question, or it can be elaborated from your first question or second question. Okay, and then we'll follow up with the full reading for 3 months. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. While I'm arranging your cards, just to be sure, I have already shuffled all your cards. Okay, I've already shuffled all your cards, so just tidying them up. Meanwhile, I'll just make an announcement. There is a special deal for you. 2 months, not 2 months, 2 hours of reading. 2 hours of reading at only $50. All right, $50 for 2 hours of reading. Yeah, so if you have got any question, unlimited questions though, it will usually take up to 2 hours or more actually. So the deal is $50 for 2 hours reading. Those who have gotten a reading with me before, you know that I'm always long on my reading because I do incorporate more than just the card reading. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Just tidying up the last deck. So this is for you, Sagittarius, if I haven't mentioned, for Sagittarius for the last quarter of 2018, October, November and December. So again, all the cards has been shuffled. Okay, we are ready. So now I'm going to lay the spread. For those of you who haven't know, major arcana and even number will be a yes card. Okay, major arcana like your moon, sun, strength, hierophant, all these are major arcana, which will be yes, and as well as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 will be a yes as well. Okay, all the other court cards like king, queen, page, knight, all these will be no. Together with odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will be a no as well. Ace as well. Ace is a no card. So one last shuffle and we will lay the answer for Sagittarius towards the question that Sagittarius may have for this last quarter. Okay, another one last shuffle. One last shuffle for Sagittarius. Okay, we're done. So now I'm going to cut the cards. Stay with me. Alright. Alright, Sagittarius, towards the question that you may have, if you haven't have your question ready, please take a pause right now. Otherwise, I'm revealing it. So out of 5 cards, I've got 4 cards of yes. 4 cards of yes, 1 card of no. So towards the question that you may have, the answer for you, the advice for you over here, it is a yes card. Okay, the first card we have got the Emperor. The Emperor is telling me, it is telling me and pointing me to stability. So whatever that you're asking for, deciding on, remember and be sure that everything that you do is pointing towards stability, is pointing towards reliability. Reliability is key over here, and is the essence throughout for this whole question and answer. Whatever that you're thinking about, be sure that it is reliable. There's stability in it. It brings you towards the long haul, the long term. Okay. The next card I have over here, it is actually 10 of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. This 10 of Pentacles is telling me that you have to make a decision. This is making a decision. To me, in my other readings, if you have watched it before, 10 of Pentacles to me is double joy, double happiness. Okay, because like 10 when you have Pentacles, you have emotional fulfillment as well, your material fulfillment and your emotional fulfillment. But this 10 of Pentacles, it is in reverse for you. So to me, in reverse, it is telling me maybe it will not be a double joy, double happiness. It is telling me that you have to point down and nail it to only one goal or one direction. It must be a single direction. Like, what are you really wanting out of this decision, out of this question that you're asking? You cannot have the best of both worlds, is what it's telling me. I'm not saying most times or every other time you cannot have, but at least towards this question, you can never have the best of both worlds, is what it's telling me. Stability, you will need to think about stability and reliability and focus on what really serves you the best out of the situation that you're asking about. Okay, and focus. How uncanny, the next card we have is actually Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this Two of Pentacles is really juggling left and right, 1 and 2, A and B together. But this, when it is in reverse again, it is telling us that you have to let go of one pentacle and focus only on one. So there's a lot of focus, there's a lot of mindfulness in it. You have to have a mindfulness when you come to consider making a decision on whatever that you're asking about. Okay, and the last card is Four of Wands. Four of Wands in reverse. This Four of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands in this spread itself, this Four of Wands is telling me that whatever that you do, whatever that you're deciding on, it should point towards yourself. It should point towards yourself. The process of it, the outcome of it should be serving towards you. Because this Four of Wands to me is about coming together, stability with someone else, with some other people. So it will be, for the greater cause, for the greater good of everyone. But to me, this Four of Wands in reverse is really about the greater cause for yourself. It should be for yourself. Whatever that you're thinking about, whatever that you're asking for, the outcome, it should serve you and yourself. Yourself and only you. Okay, so focus on yourself, focus on what really serves you, what really makes you happy. All right, but in it there needs to be the essence of reliability and stability. Okay, so this is what it's telling me. I'll just leave these four cards aside, and then we'll complement it accordingly. With the reading subsequently. So for those of you who has got second question, I'm drawing the other deck, the Angel Answers. I'm drawing one card, just one card if you have got a second question, or otherwise this can be an elaborated answer to your first question. Okay, so drawing one card, one last shuffle for Sagittarius. Second question or elaborated answer. Okay, so I'm cutting the deck right now. What do we have? We have the card that says look for a sign. All right, so this is towards your second question. Look for a sign, look for telltales, look for hints, like have clarity, have awareness, have clarity and awareness. Look for telltales, look for a sign in the situation or the people, the person that you're asking about. Okay, the last message card, what do we have? The last message card again could be for your third question, or if not, an elaborated answer for your first or your second question. We have the Oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Alright, this elder can mean someone who is more experienced. Talk to someone who's more experienced, or take reference from past examples, from people who has experienced it before. Seek wisdom, seek advice, or talk to people who make more sense actually. Like talk to people who are more sensible when it comes to really deciding in life. So this is the Oracle. It says the Oracle, and what it says over here is seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Not very clear, but try. Okay, we'll leave this card aside. So now let's proceed on to your 3 months collective reading. Overall, the storyline for 3 months. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, 3 months reading. What do we have? What is it looking like for Sagittarius for this last quarter of 2018? Last shuffle for Sagittarius. Last shuffle for Sagittarius. Okay, we're done. So I'm cutting the cards right now. Okay. Ooh. We have the same card over here though. So we're starting off this quarter. You will start to feel this energy as we enter into this last quarter of the year. So starting from October, you will find yourself experiencing sometimes conflict. It can be conflict as well. Experiencing conflict or fluidity. Fluidity meaning things are not fixed. Things are not as fixed as it is. There might be changes from time to time, or there might be sudden changes or sudden tweak to an event or a person. Like a person used to be like this, and then suddenly it's like, oh, they changed their mind. So there's a lot of changing changes from time to time. This is what you might be feeling for this quarter, starting from October. As we enter into October, you start to find yourself experiencing changes. People who could be flighty, who could be unable to make up their mind, who could be unstable themselves, or event that might require you to make a change or make a tweak accordingly from time to time. All right. Yeah. So it is a lot like partnership and people who are really causing this distress in your life, causing your life to be unfixed or fluid. Yeah. And certain things, because of this instability, or because of this changes, constant change that has been coming from others, that has been happening in your life, there is bound to have a certain ending with people, with from a place, from an event, or with someone, with a group of people. There will be an ending, and likely probably a new beginning as well, because of the Death card, obviously. Okay. And when you find yourself being able to cut out people or situations who no longer serve you, who are unstable, and who's not fixed, or that's not fixed. Once you're able to cut that out, because what we need in our life is really something that's fixed, to help us to plan better, to help us to plan forward. But if anything or anyone is constantly changing, it affects the way we move, it affects the way we plan. So once you're able to cut this out, we will see a new beginning, to a full new joyfulness of your life. Okay, you will find yourself to be enjoying better times, to be greater, because in the past you might find yourself like getting stuck with places or people who are not giving you any certainty, a lot of uncertainty in it. Like you do not know where is this bringing you to, where are you moving towards, what are you going to do next, how can you do, what should you be doing next. In the past, this should be what you have been experiencing, this is what it's telling me. But as long as you're able to cut out, or if you're not able to cut out like totally, let's say for example a job that's unstable, bosses are changing their mind time to time. I'm not asking you to just quit your job, this is just for example, but more like you pulling yourself out of that vibe. So do not let others affect you. Others' behavior should not define the result of our life, should not define us. You pull yourself out, stand firm on your foot, and be aware, have a lot of clarity, and that's where you will start to be able to see and tell how and where should you be going from here, how should you plan your life. Okay. And you have to the next card is telling me that you might be dealing two things over here. You might be dealing, you might have someone who, whom, again, this is the card where it might sink in with the message card where seek advice and guidance from elders. We have this King of Swords. You might come across someone who might be able to give you proper advice, someone who's very wise, and who's experienced enough to tell you how can you do, where should you be heading to, how should you move yourself, move your life to progress upwards. All right, this might be one. There might be someone in the month of October coming towards you. Can be male or female, can be younger. Sometimes even people who are younger might be able to tell you more, only because in their life they experience more shitty events than we do. Okay, we might be older, but it doesn't mean that there's a lot of we have experienced enough. But sometimes we share experiences. So it can be someone who appears in your life to be able to help you, to talk you through, or at least if it's not so, it will help you to take your mind off, to make you feel better, to help you, to inject some positivity into you and your life. All right, so just look out. There might be this figure, someone who's more positive, someone who's able to talk you around. All right, that's only provided if you allow, and if you keep an open mind. Otherwise, if this is not the person that's happening on you, it will be you having to stand firm on your foot, on how do you move. Like whatever that you say, it needs to be firm. Be firm on your stance over here. And this is what the King of Swords is telling me in upright position. This is the king of the sword, who do what he says and mean what he says. Okay, and it is also time for you, as we move towards the middle of this quarter, in the month of November, or starting from late October, you will find yourself having some or a lot of changes. There might be changes and movement in your life, and these are permanent. I'm talking about permanent, and I'm not talking about minor changes and changes due to the others. I'm saying changes in your life. You will start to find yourself driving new change, or manifesting for new change. You will be the driver. There will be major need for you to, there might be some movement, could be, movement of your home environment. You might have to move, or you might have to relocate, something along the line. There is this movement over here in your life, and it should this change in your life should drive you and move you to a better place. It should be for the better. It will definitely be for the better, because the Chariot is in upright position, and this is a fast pace. It might be a sudden change. It might be a sudden need or sudden change for you to move, to relocate, or to make some tweak in maybe your home living environment, like the way, maybe just whatever changes. It can be moving of furnitures just to cater to more workspace, to have more workspace, to have a space for work or whatsoever, to add in a work desk, any kind of changes. So changes is bound to happen, and this change is only going to bring you to a better place, to move you forward, to progress, and to improve your life, to a better version over here. Okay, and you'll find yourself being out and about a lot, having to socialize. There's this essence or this energy of having to socialize. You can no longer be the hermit, because the hermit is in reverse, and it's telling me that you got to come out of your shell and socialize, mix in, put yourself out there, actually. Yeah, again, this is movement, and this is fast-paced movement. We have the Hangman in reverse. So when the Hangman is in reverse, it is telling me that you have to move. Chariot is moving, Hermit is coming out, the Hangman in reverse is moving. It's no longer at a standstill. So in the month of November, Sagittarius, you should be experiencing times of change. changes from a standstill, where you might find yourself being stuck in the recent past for a while, stuck in a place where you feel rigid, you feel like your life is not growing, nothing has been good for you for a while. In the month of November, we are seeing changes, positive changes starting to take place, starting to happen in your life, okay? And they are definitely for the goodness. But be aware that plannings will be involved as well. May heavy plannings or long-term plan needs to be involved as you make a change. You don't make a change and move in and just roll with it. I mean, yeah, sometimes it's good to just roll with it, but what it's telling me over here is that plannings will be good and healthy if you have a good plan, a foolproof plan. Have a foolproof plan for yourself, for your life, because we have the Four of Swords. This is about planning. Look at this woman over here. Okay, Four of Swords. This is planning. So you will need to plan a foolproof plan to bring you to where you are at, because of this Queen of Wands. Okay, as you move, so make sure that you go with the changes. So like the changes definitely must benefit you and help you to get accustomed to times ahead, to just times ahead, to forward to the future. Okay, and let's see what are we closing the quarter with. Decision is key for you. You have to definitely, Sagittarius, the right decision is important for you. When you make the right decision, it will change your life a lot for the better. Only if you make the right decision. Only if you make the wise decision. Only if you plan and if you move wisely. Because over here I have the Two of Wands. This is about deciding. Okay, make the right decision. Plan, have a plan, decide, but be wise in whatever that you're deciding on. Okay, otherwise okay, Sagittarius, listen up. What I'm saying over here, this is I have to be more serious with you for this end of the quarter, for this closing quarter. For this closing quarter, I'm seeing that you might find yourself making decision that is not bringing you or serving you at its best. Reason is all due to decision making. You know the environment has been the environment is already helping you. There has been changes in your surroundings and it's already helping you to move you forward. But it is due that there is this sign telling me that due to your own decision, you might be unable to accustom to newness, and then you'll be falling back a lot to comfort zone. You might find yourself going back to comfort zone, all right, which is not advisable. You have to get out of your comfort zone. It is not advisable that you go back to your comfort zone or seek like a safety zone. There is this need for you to take a risk. Take a risk because we have got the Death card earlier. Okay, cut out the tumor in your life. Cut out the past. Cut out whatever that's not serving you. It could be behavior, routines, daily routines. All right, because there is a chance that you might make a decision that is not going to help you in the long run. And despite the changes, the opportunities presented to you in your life, where we have the Chariot, the Hermit, the Hangman, all this forward movement, the surroundings are already bringing you forward, taking you out of your shell. But because of the decision that you are making, it could highly likely bring you back to a standstill, to where you have been at. So ultimately what we are saying is that you might just be coming back to square if you do not decide wisely for yourself. Okay, Decision is key, really. Sagittarius, decision is key for you in this quarter. It might involve some risk. It might involve some discomfort. It might involve some of this essence, but it is telling us that you might need to take all this, take up or deal with such challenges in order to move and progress in the coming new 2019. Because this is the last quarter, how you're going to start off your 2019, it really depends a lot in your last quarter of 2018. So decision is really key. Who and what you're deciding on is going to affect your 2019. It's going to affect your future. Okay? The bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? 9 of Pentacles is in reverse. It really looks a lot like you could be reminiscing the past, how things has been in the past, people from the past. You want to go back to people from the past. You want to go back to how things used to be. But we need to grow. You got to see that things changes. Life needs to change. Changes is the only constant change. Okay? And if you resist it, what's going to happen? Back to square. If you resist change, you're only going to stay at a standstill and back to square. Now, like, there's no improvement in your life. There's no progressiveness in you. You will never be a better version of yourself. Okay? So, decision is really the key for this quarter, because apparently it is looking like highly likely your decision, you might make a decision in this coming end of the year to bounce back to your comfort zone, to go back to your comfort zone, and which is not helping you in any way. Okay, it is not helping you in any way. In fact, it could just bring you back to a much lower positioning in your life. For some of you, now I'm getting another different message. For some of you, Sagittarius, for this is the type 2, a different group of Sagittarius. I'm also seeing that for the type 2, I'm seeing that if you, okay, actually it is quite similar. It is quite similar to the first group, but otherwise I see this type 2 energy, the second group or second class energy over here, which is a lot better than the first group. The first instinct that I'm getting is that some of you are going to make a decision which is not serving, but the next message that I'm getting for you is telling me that for some of you, there is this very strong determination for a change. There is this strong determination determination and fighting spirit. For some of you, the type 2, if you're not belonging to the type 1, or it's just something different, a part of you is different than from the type 1, is that there is this fighting spirit. There is this fighting spirit of you, Sagittarius type 2, where you are determined, you have determination for something new in your life, which you might not be sure. There is uncertainty over here that I'm seeing. Okay, the sun is in reverse. There's uncertainty in whatever new plans or changes that you are taking. There's uncertainty, but I see you determined to go towards that, determined to try that out. Okay, and I just want to tell you that the outcome is going to be good for whatever that you're unsure, but you're willing to give it a try. The wheel is here. The wheel of fortune is here. Okay, So even for the type 1, even for the first type 1, if whatever changes, make sure that when whatever decision time, make sure that the decision is making is the best, decision of the two. Like, should I or should I not, what should I do? Whatever decision that you do, whatever things that you decided on, if you choose wisely, okay, it will bring you out from where you have been staying put, where you have been stuck on for the longest time, and good luck is ahead. So this decision is really key. Okay, decision is key. And socializing, partnership, I'm seeing a lot of partnership over here. First, you cut out a old partner, someone from the past. You have to cut out people from the past whom you used to partner up with, whom you used to get acquainted with. So I'm seeing people from the past are really toxic to you, has been toxic to you for a while. As you go forward, once we get the death card, okay, everything else is pointing towards growth and progression, okay? And there seems to be an opportunity for you, a decision making time for you to decide on taking up on something, to take a chance, to take up a new offer. Some newness over here is decision making time. Be sure and ensure that you make the right and key decision. Okay, socializing is key as well. Partnering up with new people is key. Will help you a lot. Okay, so you have to, it will be good if you could remember the earlier reading. So in the earlier reading, the yes or no, I have the Emperor. Remember, I talk about reliability and stability. So partner up with people who are reliable, or the decision that you are making should be reliable and should be pointing towards stability. And speaking with others, speaking and seeking wisdom, seeking advice. Alright, so Sagittarius, this is what I have for you for your quarterly reading. Till then, if you need a more thorough breakdown, refer to your monthly. Otherwise, this shall be it as a collective for 3 months general reading. So till then, I will see you. Bye-bye.